Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It's Thursday, the 23rd day of April. Yeah. And today is National Cherry Cheesecake Day.
Oh.
Go no further. Let's just stay right there. Oh, man, I love cherry cheesecake.
I just love cheesecake. I will eat any kind of
That's
cheesecake.
True. Blueberry cheesecake,
Yeah.
chocolate cheesecake,
Oh.
just plain cheesecake.
Raspberry cheesecake.
But today, Cherry Cheesecake Day.
Lemon cheesecake.
National Lost Dog Awareness Day. National Picnic Day, which I would assume would be later in the year, but this is cool.
Yeah.
National Take a Chance Day. Well, if you're going to have a picnic, you are taking a chance this time of year. National Talk Like Shakespeare Day. To be or not line. It's also a National Poem in Your Pocket Day. What? And National Take Our Daughters and Sons to Work Day. Hasn't every day been that lately? I think it kind of has been. Also, we've got a Dear John letter. I've got a person that's wondering about their retirement account right now. So they decided to ask me for retirement advice. Wait a minute.
Yeah, probably not us. We are definitely not set.
They want information from Jordan Goodman, as they call him, a financial guru. I'm sure that's who they're talking about. We're going to chat with him coming up in a bit. Many people have dabbled in the stock market for their very first time ever this year. If you're new to the market, but you don't want to learn things the hard way and the expensive way, I encourage you to subscribe to this free newsletter. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com. Subscribe for free. If you change your mind, just unsubscribe. Sign up for free right now at marketbeatminute.com. That's marketbeatminute.com. Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. A study by USC found that more than half of Los Angeles workers are now unemployed due to coronavirus.
That's horrible.
Half. You know, and it's crazy because Los Angeles is right next to Hollywood, right? So last year, half of Hollywood was unemployed because of the Me Too movement, which is just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
The whole situation is horrible.
It really is. And I know there's going to be a bounce.
It's not just LA. It's everywhere.
But they did a study there, and they're saying half of that town, so it's not good. I have a link to that study if you're interested. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Some credit cards have really high rates or big annual fees. Usually, people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If that sounds like you, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes, and you may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card hopes you don't think about it, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. A mayor in Illinois told the police department there to crack down on anyone violating the stay-at-home order. Police did just that. They cited the mayor's wife at a downtown tavern. That's actually kind of funny. Alton Mayor Brant Walker revealed in a Facebook post that one of the several people cited at a bar early Sunday was his wife, Sharon Walker.
That's good.
That's what would happen if I were a mayor, by the way.
Of course
I just want you to know. They contacted him at about 1 a.m. Sunday. Say, hey, we stopped at a bar and
that's
some people there.
Fantastic. Atta girl.
I was made aware that one was your wife. So,
atta girl.
Walker wrote, I instructed the police to treat her as they would any other citizen violating the stay-at-home order and ensure that she received no special treatment.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure that's what he said.
A reporter's request for comment from Sharon Walker was answered with a statement that the mayor had no further comment on the matter. I was just going to say, I would not want to be...
Imagine what my comment would have been.
I would not want to be
the mayor.
Staying at home in that situation. That's not good.
No.
That's really kind of funny. But that is what happens
Atta girl.
when the mayor's wife's brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Former child actor Haley Joel Osment signed on to be a zombie in the show What we do in the shadows. So he was kind of one of
Not heard of that show.
one of his first big roles.
He
I
was
see dead people.
amazing
Remember
in that
that
film.
I see dead
awesome
people.
Little
Now
actor.
he's going to play a dead people.
Okay.
Maybe an undead people, a zombie. Real Housewife of Orange County star, Heidi's favorite show, Heather Dubrow and her husband have come under fire for selling 6-ounce jars of hand sanitizer on TV for $28, and they're not donating
Whoa.
proceeds to charity even. It's just for them. So a lot of folks that aren't thrilled about that whole deal. And Britney Spears sent a tweet about her ex, Justin Timberlake. Pause for a second. Did you know those two dated? I didn't even know that. I know they were both like...
I think I remember that from years ago.
See, this falls in the category of I don't care anyway, but I don't even remember it. Anyway, she said Justin Timberlake is a, quote, musical genius, despite the fact that we had the world's biggest breakup 20 years ago, end quote.
Yeah, I do remember that they were a thing.
I don't even know why I don't know that. And I also don't know why I don't care, but I just don't. But there you go. She tweeted it. Now you know. This is Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
We're here to make it better.
If you find that drug or alcohol problems are hitting you too close to home, you can get help. Maybe it's time for rehab. Your insurance may even cover everything. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. Get help for a drug or alcohol problem within 24 hours.
We're here to make it better.
Get more information at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, your scoop of the day, and it comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Amazon, you ever heard of them?
Oh, once or twice.
Little startup company. Started in a garage somewhere.
Yeah.
Now they're doing okay. Their profits are up 22% compared to this time last year.
Of course they are.
More and more people are not able to get out to get things, so they click a little button and have it come to you.
You know what, though? I have ordered many things, obviously, since being stuck at home.
Yeah.
Not a single one from that particular website.
Oh, really?
Not a single
Here's the thing I would like to encourage as many people to do. Again, I'm not going to tell you what to do, so don't take it the wrong way. I'm not telling you what to do. But if you have the opportunity to purchase things locally, consider it at least. You know, I'm a big fan of that. Again, do what you want to do. It's up to you. But as for me and my house, that's my plan. And when I say my house, she's in my house. She don't listen to me. So
Well, I don't have much of a choice right now. I do love to shop locally. You know I do.
Have you ever heard of the fitness chain 24-hour fitness?
Yes.
It's where you have to go and work out for like a whole day. No, that's not what it is.
And they will beat you if you
don't.
don't.
I don't think that's what it is. Honestly,
the
it's just
whole
that
day.
they're open 24 hours.
Oh.
But they might not be for long. They're
I've been
considering
avoiding the chain for no reason.
They're considering bankruptcy because of the COVID shutdown. So they're
Well, how? I
'cause you
mean,
can't-
they have no
I get it.
choice.
No, I understand. But again, so many people that are just struggling
This
right
is
now.
affecting everyone.
Open
the
There's-
country
yeah.
up.
I don't know that it's affecting everyone. There's some that are
Well,
kinda
Amazon's doing
isolated.
great,
Yeah. Well, there you go.
but that doesn't help
and-
the rest of the country.
No. NYPD busted a massive party at a Brooklyn barbershop Saturday night. The people that were there, because they were all breaking the rules that they were in New York City, facing a month in jail each. Eesh. Las Vegas casino owners are calling for the town to reopen by Memorial Day. They're saying, can we please unlock the town and go back to work and do our stuff? They're just wanting to, just want to give people a place to go and stuff to do. That's all. It's just for the people, Heidi. Sure, that's what it is. United Kingdom might be forced to keep their pubs closed until Christmas. That's what they're talking about.
There's
right
no
now.
way.
I have no idea. They're saying
There won't be anybody left to open back up at
I don't know.
Christmas.
I have no idea. An American tourist was amongst the 6 people busted in India for hiding from the coronavirus inside a cave. What? I don't quite understand that.
So here,
I don't know.
how can you be arrested for hiding
In a cave.
and arrested at the same time for going out?
I don't know.
I mean, what are you supposed to do?
I
Nobody
have
can
no
win,
idea.
no matter what. It's ridiculous.
Well, here's one more. Cleveland beauty salon was caught sneaking customers in the back door during the lockdown.
As long as there's not 6 or more people, right? I mean, isn't that the rules?
I don't know what the rules are. I don't even try to keep up.
This is insane.
Here's the good news. We try very hard to not talk about the coronavirus on this program. And if you hear what Heidi is saying over here, you know why. Because I just don't want to deal with it. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday.
Do you pay too much for insurance? Have you looked around? Or are you too chicken? Don't be afraid to look around to see if you can find a better deal at InsuranceChicken.com. We make it super simple for you to see rates from several different companies, to see what they have to offer, all in one place. Heck out great insurance deals at InsuranceChicken.com. Is it time for you to cross the road? See if we can save you money each month at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
It's time now for Dear John Letters.
Dear John.
Our Dear John letter today, Heidi, is actually for an expert. Take a listen. Dear John, I hear you visit with a financial guru quite often. It's actually Jordan Goodman. I'd love to hear his outlook on the stock market right now. I'm watching my retirement account dwindle. I have a few years to make it up, but it's pretty concerning to me, and I am sure it is to others as well. Signed, nowhere near ready to retire. Well, that expert, like I just mentioned a moment ago, is a guy by the name of Jordan Goodman. He is America's Money Answers man, and we do talk to him about once a month, so I've got him on the line right now. Jordan, how are you, sir?
Great to be with you, John, in this unusual time, I guess you might say.
It is, and I know when we spoke last month, it was kind of the beginning of this, and like my Dear John letter here, there's a lot of people right now probably wondering, what in the world? This is kind of unprecedented, isn't it?
In many ways. So the stock market took a big hit, and then it rebounded to some extent. Interest rates fell sharply, so the long-term 10-year treasury is about 0.5%. Oil prices fell very sharply. They were down from about $55 a barrel to maybe $22. The Federal Reserve printed money like we've never seen before, $2.3 trillion, and they added, and so they're buying corporate bonds and municipal bonds and junk bonds and everything in sight to keep liquidity in the marketplace. The Congress passed this CARES Act to get money to individuals and to small businesses to help them, because a lot of people are running out of money. So it's just been an amazing time the last month or so.
So let's talk about what this means to the average person. For somebody that has a retirement account, like our Dear John letter here, or somebody that just has money saved somewhere, when interest rates are lower, they're probably not going to see as big of a return, right?
That's correct. There are places. I have on moneyanswers.com, there's a place called Consumers Credit Union that's still paying about a 5% interest rate on savings accounts. So there are some places left where you can earn something decent out there. But mortgage rates have come down sharply as well. So if you have a mortgage at 4% or higher, you could get a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage at 3% or below, maybe in the high 2s, which is an amazing thing to say, John, is that low. A website there would be YouCanRefi, YouCanRefi.com.
And the thing that's nice about that, if people right now are concerned financially, going, I don't know for sure how I'm going to make ends meet, if they refinance their home, they might be able to drop their monthly payment down to a better level and maybe even trim some time off that mortgage too.
So if they could go from a 30-year to a 15-year, that would mean they could pay it off. You know, a 15-year mortgage maybe in the low 2s, like 2.2, 2.3, something in that range. Just rates we've never seen in our lifetimes, John. Just amazingly low rates. Now, of course, the problem with a lot of people is they just don't have income because they've been laid off or furloughed. In the last 3 weeks, we've had about 16 million Americans file for unemployment claims, the biggest by far ever. And I think a lot of people wanted to file but couldn't get through, either at the office or online or by phone. So there's a ton of people who've been laid off. Tons of small businesses are getting hurt by this. There was a recent estimate that about 25% of small businesses have already closed permanently. They won't come back. They just run out of money, basically. So the economy coming out of this is going to look very different than what it was going into it. If
people would like to get some more information, do you have information on your website as far as resources for people that are in different situations right now?
I do. I'm doing what's called the Money Answers Weekly Review. I do a weekly video on all kinds of different topics. And I've got the Money Answers Minute, and I've got all kinds of resources on debt and savings and mortgages and real estate and all these areas that people are asking about these days.
And that's all available at moneyanswers.com. Jordan, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us once again.
Okay, always glad to help, John. Thank you.
And I'm hoping when we talk a month from now that we're able to look back in the rearview mirror and have some really positive things. And I know that, we have no idea with a little crystal ball what's going to happen, but I'm really hoping that next time we talk, we've got some good things behind us already.
I hope so, too, for sure.
Again, Jordan Goodman, America's Money Answers man. All of his information at moneyanswers.com. Right now, even a little vacation would be nice.
But this one is going to be great.
This October, we're going to Cancun for a fun event called The Sands.
Hear awesome music from Billy Idol, Belinda Carlisle, Cheap Trick, and so many more.
This happens at the end of October. And when everything blows over, we're going to need a vacation. I hope you will join us.
We've been to this same event for the last 3 years, and it's so much fun. I wouldn't miss it.
Get all the information and get your spot reserved to join us at radiotravelgroup.com.
That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The man who founded Atari is also the man who started Chuck E. Cheese. That's pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
1972, Nolan Bushnell started the gaming company Atari, gave us a classic game, Pong, many others. He sold the company 4 years later, and the following year he had this idea, and he opened Chuck E. Cheese. In fact, there is one game in Chuck E. Cheese that actually is called Ping, and it's a knockoff of his original arcade game, Pong. And he couldn't use that since he no longer owned that, so now it's Ping. So now you know. I didn't know that. I learned something new today, Heidi.
Yes, you did.
Really was a fun fact.
Some credit cards have really high rates or big annual fees. Usually, people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If that sounds like you, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes, and you may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card hopes you don't think about it, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, a news headline from somewhere in this world, Dateline, England. Heidi's been there. You've
have.
actually probably stopped by to see her while you were there. Queen Elizabeth.
I did not get to see her, no,
I thought
but
you
I
said you
did
went
go
to
to her home.
So you stopped by, but she wasn't in?
She was, well, we didn't get to see her. She might have been in, but we didn't get to see her.
She's probably doing her hair.
Probably.
Well, she celebrated her 94th birthday on Tuesday.
Okay.
She celebrated on Zoom with her family. That just sounds so funny.
She didn't know what Zoom is. I mean,
somebody set it up for her, I'm assuming. Here's the thing. I can't even joke because I don't know what I'm doing on Zoom.
No, I know. I watched you in a Zoom meeting the other day. I recorded you in a Zoom meeting
I've had some
the other
Zoom
day.
meetings, and I'm looking into this thing. I'm like, how does this work? And
You look like you were recording a glamour shot the way you were sitting. It's like, what is going on out here?
holding the thing. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I have to apologize in the meeting like 9 times. I'm sorry. I have no idea what I'm doing. Thanks for listening to a news headline from somewhere in this world.
We're here to make it better.
If you find that drug or alcohol problems are hitting you too close to home, you can get help. Maybe it's time for rehab. Your insurance may even cover everything. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. Get help for a drug or alcohol problem within 24 hours.
We're here to make it better.
Get more information at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A California television reporter got into a weird situation. She was trying to do a report from her home about, fixing your own hair and doing your own hair and cutting your own hair. So she was in her own bathroom filming a report, but they were doing it like live. Okay. So she's in her bathroom when her naked husband got out of the shower.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
Melinda Meza, Sacramento's KCRA3, recorded herself and her bangs. She was cutting her bangs for a story about hairstylists during the COVID quarantine. Her camera captured more than she bargained for.
That is awesome.
Her husband, Mike DeLambert, apparently an internet sensation today. This is over like the last week. Was seen in a reflection in the background, unaware But that was, so some of the comments were, "Oh my God, please let that not be her husband." And another Twitter user posted, "Why she want to work when she got all that at home?" Oh boy, I've got a link to the story if you want to see it or read all about it.
I do want to see it.
I know you do. It's in the show notes for today at JohnandHeidiShow.com.
John and Heidi.
Now your moment of duh, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. Incensed that his fellow Floridians were not wearing masks and gloves to the pharmacy and supermarket, a 62-year-old man, keep in mind how old he is, 62-year-old man, warned on Facebook that if he were to test positive for coronavirus, he would, quote, head right to Publix and empty every clip I own, end quote.
Oh,
Police say Robert
my
Kovner's
goodness.
post declared that, quote, I find it criminal that you enter the supermarket or pharmacy without a mask as if you are either too stupid to understand the dangers or I'm not going to read the rest because it gets very, very colorful.
Oh, my goodness.
Not nice. The post eventually deleted, but not before it came to the attention of police who questioned him at his home, citing the significance of the threatening post made on Facebook. He was arrested for threatening to conduct a mass shooting.
Yeah, I would hope
Booked
so.
into the county jail in lieu of $30,000 bond.
Good.
That is never the right answer. Never, ever, ever, never.
No, you cannot.
Don't say stuff
do
like that. Don't do stuff like that. Just think things through. Otherwise, you'll end up right here in the moment of duh.
Do you pay too much for insurance? Have you looked around? Or are you too chicken? Don't be afraid to look around to see if you can find a better deal at InsuranceChicken.com. We make it super simple for you to see rates from several different companies, to see what they have to offer, all in one place. Peck out great insurance deals at InsuranceChicken.com. Is it time for you to cross the road? See if we can save you money each month at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for fake news or Florida. Heidi, tell me, is this a true story from the great state of Florida, or is it hashtag fake news made up just to trick you and amuse me? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Fake news or Florida? A Florida woman tried to withdraw her stimulus check, and she found $8.5 million in her bank account. Fake news or Florida?
Oh, my, that'd be amazing. I'm going to say Florida.
Yep, it is a true story from the great state of Florida. And I've got a link to it over here. I was gonna, as you were as you were talking,
That would be awesome.
I was fixing a typo. When I kind of grab these stories, I cut and paste so it's all in one place, and I didn't copy everything correctly. It's half the stuff missing.
Of course you didn't.
I just
I was going to ask, did the government give her all that money? Or
No, she didn't get it. She didn't get to keep it all. No, so I knew you were going to ask. That's why I wanted to look.
Okay.
And no, she didn't get to keep it all. I've got a link to the story in the show notes for today at JohnandHeidiShow.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to JohnandHeidiShow.com. Again, JohnandHeidiShow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of hashtag Gift Card Challenge. Also, you can find the info at giftcardchallenge.org. I love that, by the way. Not my idea, but I talk about it a lot because I love it. Think it's a cool thing. And it's good news on its own. But the good news today is this one. Here's a headline. USPS worker, that's United States Postal Service, nicknamed Mailman Kyle, is delivering supplies to elderly people on his route. This is really a neat thing. This guy looks like a nice young man. I don't know how old he is. Not a real old fella. The photo here, does it say how old he is? Doesn't say. Kyle West, known as Mailman Kyle, he's been dropping off other essential items like milk and toilet paper to elderly people on his route. He said, a lot of the people along the route are elderly and they're afraid to go out in the public. He says, my favorite guy came out and asked me if I could please get him some toilet paper. From then on, I realized that some people just can't do this themselves. And he's like, I'm going there anyway. He started sending people on his route a different kind of letter. It says, hey, if you're at risk and you need help getting essential items, let me know. I will do what I can to help. Signed, Mailman Kyle. And then he put his phone number. He says, the turnout has been a lot more than I expected.
That's fantastic.
He said, I delivered a little under 400 of those notes, and I've heard something from pretty much every person. He's delivered everything from milk to toilet paper and a whole lot of other things. He said, seeing a lot of my customers putting on suits just to get stamps, I figured I'm already there. It's not going to hurt me to do what, to bring what they need.
I wonder where he's finding his toilet paper.
I don't know.
Although I will say the last few times I've been at several different
Easier
stores.
to find.
Oh, yeah. People have kind of stopped freaking out.
Yeah. Now there's been a run on other things. Yeah, like different. So bacon, I was told it's hard to find. I don't know. It depends on where you go. But I think we all just need to calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
It can be fine.
Agreed.
Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. If you'd like to read that good news story or any of the other stuff I stumbled through today, I don't know what's going on. I think I need to take a nap. I'm kind of tired. I've got all of that stuff in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.